Right. Testing. Testing. Right, testing. I think we're back up. I think we are back up. Trying to see if I can pull up the stream on YouTube. Yeah, there it is. All right. We are streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. What's good, guys? We back. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, we're back. Dude, that was really bizarre. Like I restarted the computer and then like nothing wanted to function. I then went to restart, like I went to restart again. See if it pulls up the game. Yeah, I went to like restart the computer again, and yeah, there it is. And it refused to restart. It would just sat there in an infinite restarting loop. Like infinite restarting loop, and then eventually I just held down the button. I know you're not supposed to do that. Yeah, what a kick in the balls, man. Let me go delete that old stream. Okay, that way there's no confusion. This is the stream. This is the stream. Welcome on in, guys. Racing Files, Strike, Void Knight. Yeah. We, no, it was very, I think there was like a registry error, Adrian, because at the same time that I was starting like we went live, we're all talking like, hey guys, and then I started last Epoch. And then when I started last Epoch, I don't know what happened, but there was something that happened on OBS. I saw like it was like a little glimmer or ripple or something, and I saw like our bit rate bottom down to 2,000 and then shot up to like 12,000 instead of the normal 6,000 bit rate. And then after that, everything on the computer was just misbehaving. And then when I tried to start, and then last Epoch automatically, it was in the middle of starting up and then it immediately shut off. And then every time I tried to start it, it would start up and then shut off. And then I tried a third time to start it. And then it was like, oh, the game doesn't exist. I'm like, what in the frick are you talking about? We were literally just about to play it. And then yeah, it was around that time you guys like, hey, verify the integrity of the files. And I went to do that. And then all of a sudden, last Epoch just disappeared out of my Steam library. Not like it disappeared entirely, but it grayed out like it wasn't installed. I'm like, what the frick? And then I clicked on it again, and I clicked on it. I was like, okay, install last Epoch, and then it did a verify. It tried to verify the files, and then it immediately stopped and said, eh. I'm like, brother. Yeah, that was just bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. You know, something with the system registry, but because after I restarted the computer, nothing wanted to behave. I was like trying to click on the Windows search bar, you know, you can pull up programs and stuff. That wouldn't respond. Steam wouldn't open. Like there's something, and then I went to restart. It got stuck in an infinite restart. I held down the button for a hard restart. And then when I turned it back on, everything was working like normal. I'm like, oh, hey, boss, what's up? I'm like, you weren't just going psycho, you know, a minute ago? Like, frick. Okay, let's open the media player. All right, What a way to start the day. Hey, yo, what's good, guys? This is a new stream, so if you liked the previous video on YouTube, can you drop us another like? I mean, if you don't want to, that's absolutely fine. If you're like, no, you got to earn my like, 100%. But if you liked the old video, this is a new one, so if you can drop another like, that would be great. Yo, what's good, Twitch? Yeah, that bit of some technical errors. Digital, I hope you were able to make it back. Yeah. People are gonna click on this video now after it goes over, and they're gonna be like, what the frick happened? They're like, he doesn't have the intro, he's just there, like, hi. All right, well, let's play some Last Epoch. And hopefully you all had a fantastic day. Well, you're still at work, so the day's not over. Understood. Hey, Adrian, if you don't mind me asking, where do you live, man? Are you like in like Australia or New Zealand? Or are you like in Hawaii? Or maybe you work the evening shift. Yo, Culture, thank you for the follow. So, got my 2 LP Shatter Chains on my first drop bike, and literally nothing worthwhile to slam with it. Okay, yeah. That's like one of those slams you don't waste. Yo, Deej, I apologize. I had to go live, and then I had to end the stream, so it might have ended your streak. No, you're in New York, but the second shift. Oh, right. Oh, wow, yeah, you are working kind of late. Where I'm at, it's 6:23, so where you're at, it's 9:23, but... I found your guys. I can't say thank you enough for your hard work. Hey, yo, Culture, thank you very much, man. That's the... I love hearing from people who are like, hey, man, I'm loving the game. Thanks for the guide. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. No, I got it. I missed my birthday on the 4th, so I'm catching up. Oh, you're back up to 5. Oh, you missed it because of your birthday. Wait, you have no sound? What do you mean you have no sound? Can everybody hear me right now? Oh, I'm like all checking everything. Me have no sound. Yeah, okay, cool. Yo, what's good, Digital? Nav saying he doesn't have sound. I can hear you. Yeah, okay. Start leveling for Warpath, and now that you release the Season 4 Echo leveling guy is it good for switching to Warpath? Oh yeah, absolutely. You're going to use a lot of the same items too, so even when you switch over, it's not going to be like, oh, all my items are bad, you know? Yeah, it'll be absolutely just fine switching to Warpath from Rive. Yeah, a lot of the same items. Now, you know, when you get to the in game, you're going to want stuff like channel cost reduction. which you're not going to use on Rive, but I mean, there's minor things. You're going to probably still want to be using a Titan Heart, though. For your Titan Heart, you most likely will be slamming plus levels to Warpath as opposed, plus levels to Warpath as opposed to plus levels to Rive. So, I mean, there are some changes, but they're not going to be huge. Started Bleed Hammer solo count found. Let's go, Digital. Now you'll see why I start it every single season. Though, next season I might switch it up. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll do Rive. Keep it melee. Damn, that's awesome. No idea about the in-game and crafting. Oh, here's the guy. Looking forward to it since I'm coming from PoE and this will be my first in-game and you guys make it so easy so far. Hey, bro, that's what I'm talking about, man. Welcome aboard, Culture. Oh, shoot. Well, softcore, guys. Jeez, he did 4,000 damage? I only got 3,000 health. You recently swapped your Paladin over to Bleed Hammers just for the nostalgia. Let's get it, man. When should you recommend swapping a Warpath? Level 40? Oh, you're level 40 at the moment? I always recommend if you're going to be swapping builds, for me personally, I say level 76. And here's why. By level 76, you're going to be... Hold up, guys. I need to throw something in here. Yeah, let's do this. For me personally, I recommend level 76 because by that point, between level 75 and 76, you will be max level in your skills. They max out at 20, and it'll be really easy to level them back up. You could technically switch over at any point, but I recommend level 76 personally. It'll give you enough points. It'll feel comfortable. You're not gonna feel like you're on the gradual climb up. One could make an argument for level 60. I know that's what they do over at actionrpg.com, a website that I contribute to. The leveling guides are 60. Personally, I go for level 76, but level 60 is also a fine switch as well. I also find that typically by the time you get to level 76, you're probably pushing into the end game at that point. And since the items are going to be similar, you should be fine. Oh, we got a 2 LP. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, cool. All right, guys. It's a pair of boots. I've saved it because it has movement speed. Man, this is going to be very tempting. Thank you. Even the Echo Rive build is so smooth, enjoying it quite a lot. Hey, man, I'm glad to hear that, bro. That brings a smile to my face. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna seal that. And we're gonna do hybrid. Okay, please don't screw me here. Okay, cool. Now here's what we need to do. We need to try and get that movement speed up. We need to try and get that movement speed up to 30%. Go. Okay, 29. I'll take it. I'll take 29. 29 is good. We did get kind of screwed on that hybrid health, but that's okay. Nice axe. Whoa. Nice axe. Corrupted? Yeah. Wait, do I still not have it? Oh, I have one. Yeah. I really need to go get some... I really need to go get some... what gloves are those? Those are Permanence of Primal Knowledge. So let me explain what Permanence of Primal Knowledge do. So they're good. They're good all around gloves. Are they best in slot? Probably not. But they're really good for most builds, if that makes sense. The only reason why I say are they best in slot, Immortal Vice exists, Ravenous Void exists. But for what these are, they're really good. So let's explain what Permanence of Primal Knowledge do. They give armor, they give cooldown recovery. That's okay. Probably would have preferred Eternal Gauntlet base, but they already got carry-on gloves. This is fine. It's easy. Well, I'm not going to say it's easy, but 2 LP is possible with Permanence of Primal Knowledge gloves. Their main shtick, I would say, is skill level stats from legendary affixes have 50% increase effect. So what that means is it has to be a legendary affix. So it has to be a skill level that you've slammed onto a unique item, turning it into a legendary. So for instance, Titan Heart, we have a tier 7 that's giving us +4 to Rive. What this pair of gloves do, yo, Blue Beyond, thank you so much for the prime time, and you got yourself a purple badge. Let's go. So what these gloves are gonna do is they're gonna turn this +4 into a +6. These gloves right here, they're gonna turn this +4 into a +6. So if you have a build that's gonna like multiple skills at higher levels and you're slamming those skills onto uniques, these gloves gain in power. So if I wanted to have a, +4 to Void Cleave right here, +4 to Healing Hands, and then I have these and I've slammed these onto unique bases, right? Then these gloves gain in power, but it only works if it's on a unique item that has been turned into a legendary. On top of it, we get 11% increase attack and cast speed. We gain mana. So I like to also use these for Warpath until I can get like a good pair of Warpath gloves, but mana's not too bad. Increase area for area skills. This is very good for Rive in particular. Does the secondary part get increased as well? No. Just the +4. It turns it into a +6. So if I got +4 to Rive on my Titan Heart, if I got Void Cleave right here, and it's like, I don't know, on a Anchor of Oblivion, it would increase that as well. If I was using a legendary helmet like Decayed Skull, like let's say I was using Decayed Skull and I slam +4 to Healing Hands, that would become a +6 as well. You had the tab muted? Yeah, there you go, Naf. So you could get a lot of extra skills depending on depending on what happens. But the secondary part of that affix is not increased. No. That's not increased. They reserved that only for the tier 8s, which, I mean, to me, I find like for me personally, I find the plus extra levels more enticing than the secondary affects that comes with it. Like don't get me wrong, 136% increased melee damage is nothing to sneeze at. Nothing to sneeze at. And if that was a tier 8, whoo, nothing to sneeze at all. But I'd rather have a Titan Heart with +6 on it than a Champion's Regalia with a tier 8. It can go up to 300%. Exactly. Yeah. You had to leave something in there after these gloves were introduced. You had to leave a reason why you would want to use a tier 8, other than the fact, like, I mean, let's be real. I don't think there's a helmet in the game with this build that I want to use over Leonine's, but yeah, there's a couple out there. What's that one helmet? Seed of Echidrosil? That's not too bad at all. Decayed Skull. No, there's a couple helmets out there, and if I'm slamming, +4 to healing hands on there, it's now a +6, though I don't need that much healing hands. If I was using Void Cleave here, so on and so forth. Anomaly, put an anomaly on the helmet, that could be interesting. I don't think I'm using a single skill, maybe symbols. Even then, I wouldn't want, +4 to symbols. Butcher's Crown. Yeah, but I couldn't use Butcher's Crown with the gloves, since they're both primordial. But oh shoot, are you serious? I can't tank that? Finding a 3 LP Decayed Skull isn't unreasonable. Exactly. I'm surprised that I couldn't tank that. How do you get a T8? Yo, so Adrian, here's how you get a T8. You wish for it really, really hard. No, there's an item. There's a rune in the game. It's this one right here. It's called the Rune of Evolution. You use it on an item that already has a T7 on it, and it will upgrade a random T7 to a T8. Now, if you have multiple T7s on there, that's where it gets dicey, because you can't control which one gets upgraded. And don't forget to check the glyphs. Yo, Digital, brother, like, man, I uploaded that clip. I don't know if you saw it, Digital, come across your shorts feed. Man, there were some people in there that were like, pour one out for the homie, bro. Can you play Rive and a Racing Strike, or is it better to focus on one of them? So to answer your question, yes, you can play both Rive and a Racing Strike. The thing is, you're going to be kind of running into a jack of all trades, master of none situation, best Tim. Because what's going to happen is Erasing Strike's going to really want to use World Splitter specifically, and Rive is going to want to use something like Apathy's Maw, Black Blade of Chaos, one of those melee weapons. It could definitely use World Splitter, but World Splitter is definitely, Erasing Strike's going to like World Splitter. Now, here's the thing. Before World Splitter was in the game, you could use Apathy's Maw with it. It's just all that mana and everything you get from it. Because, like, what you're going to want to do with something like a Racing Strike, you're going to want to stack mana and then use something like World Splitter, because you get all that extra mana, and then all that extra mana gives you flat critical strike multiplier, where something like this build, you don't need the mana. You're going to already want to throw just regular critical strike multiplier onto your gear. It is a hell of a lot of fun, though. It is a hell of a lot of fun. It could definitely be done, Tim. I guess it really depends on what your goal for corruption is. Like here. Which one could I live without? Arguably Devouring Orb, I could live without. I don't think I want to show it right now, but when we go back to Monoliths, Tim, I could just throw on a Racing Strike. I like both skills so far. I'm only level 63 and it's my first build in the game. Oh, well, especially at level 63, you can use both skills. You can definitely use both skills. Eventually, though, the way people like to set up the builds, they kind of want to focus on one or the other. Because if you're using a Racing Strike and spamming that over and over again, you're not using Rive, right? But I could show, I'll showcase a hypothetical for you. I'll showcase a hypothetical for you. There was a build I used to play called Void Cleaver Racing Strike. It was a lot of fun. It was a ton of fun. And I used Rive for a while, but eventually I started using Vengeance. And as I pushed up higher into Corruption, I found myself just kind of using one or the other, and then one didn't really get used that much. There's still room for it. Here, I'll show you how I played it. But first, we slam. Welcome back to another episode of Slams a Bike. We have this 2LP Army of Skin nice freaking rolls, and we're gonna be slamming it with this pair of boots. We're gonna be locking in the movement speed, and I want the vitality. I'm gonna say it now. Give me vitality, please. I beg of you, give me the vitality. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Maybe I shouldn't have told the game. I told the game what I wanted, chat. Okay. Okay, I got hybrid health. What a loss. This has been Slams and Bugs. Okay. Sweet-tastic. All right. Well, oh man, I'm gonna be losing a lot of movement speed. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Dark Stride. I'm gonna definitely miss Dark Stride here. Okay, so let's showcase a little something for Best Tim in the chat. So we're gonna live. We're gonna go without Devouring Orb. Yeah, let's just grab that. Let's grab that as well. And then let's work our way up, grab that. All right, cool. Oh yeah, let's. Oh yeah, we gotta remove. Well, I mean, we don't necessarily have to remove the cooldown, but it certainly helps. Kind of want to be able to use. Okay, cool. So we can get the no cooldown thing, but then we're going to be kind of stuck. So I guess the idea here we'll use Rive. We'll use Rive as like a mana generator. So we won't be able to spam a racing strike a lot, but we could potentially have a lot of burst. Hey, yo, what's good, Pink Cop? Welcome back. Can I just get this? Thank God. Okay. It's kind of how you're using it right now. I guess we could also, like, if we wanted to support this, take Voidwell. And then there's affixes in the game that allow you to, dude. Let's just go full right here, chat. Let's just go full. Check this out, bro. We're bringing back a classic. Void Cleaver Racing Strike. Let's freaking go. You just swapped your Void Knight to Void Cleave. Yeah, let's get it, man. You disturb the silence. Yeah, probably gonna want Voidwell. We're not looking for infinite. We're not looking for infinite. Spam ability, but we are just looking for we're looking for fun. Woo! Yeah, if I was gonna do something like that, I'd probably want like mana gained on hit when you use Rive as an affix, because otherwise we would have to stack some mana here.
Good morning, Vietnam!
Yo, what's good, Savicus? You're in empowered corruption. You're at 150 corruption. Let's go, Pink Cop. Let's freaking go, man. That's what I'm talking about. What build are you playing? I remember you were in here the other day, but I don't remember if you had a specific build yet. I think, if I remember correctly, Pink Cop, you said you were going to get the game. Fire Necromancer. That's ringing a bell now. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Oh, yo. Oh, bro, I got an idea. This could be like the new and improved. Yo, Best Tim, thank you so much for the follow. This could be like the new and improved Void Cleaver Racing Strike. Oh, man, I already got like a freaking idea rolling. Yo, Best Tim, man. All right, yo. Hold up. I got an idea here, guys. Like, the wheels are starting to spin as I'm using this. Now, track with me, guys. We completely drop Rive, right? So it wouldn't be this build. And then we put +4 to Vengeance, right? Because that's what I used to use with Void Cleaver Racing Strike all the way back in beta. We put +4 to Vengeance on a unique helm, and we put that in our helmet slot. And then for our relic slot, we put +4 to Void Cleave on an Anchor of Oblivion, and we use Permanence of Primal Knowledge. That'll give us 3 +6 abilities. With our Omnis, we'll make that level 28. Oh, and then we put +4 to a Racing Strike on our chest piece. It's like the rebirth of Void Cleaver Racing Strike. I mean, that's what I used to do in beta and cycle 1 and cycle 1.1. That's how I used to play. It used to be Vengeance, Void Cleave, Racing Strike, and then you generally 2 supplemental skills. That's a lot of pluses. Yeah, it would be. I used Abyssal Echoes. Right, I would use Abyssal Echoes because badonkadonk. And then I would use Volatile Reversal, but, you know, RIP. So I would probably use Symbols of Hope. Yeah, I'd probably use Symbols of Hope. You just can't pass that up. All that crit right there. You can't pass it up. Bro. Now, I'm not going to lie, chat. That would be... That might be kind of stepping on. I know Blue Beyond's thinking of a similar build right now. So, and I'm currently working on Echo Rive. So, that'd be kind of interesting. Only got 4 points here. Darn. Yeah. Okay, I got 1 extra point. %, critical strike multiplier. 25% melee damage to slowed. Baby. Rive build looks awfully familiar. Yeah, I know, right? Repeat. Yeah, this Rive build's not sticking around. I had somebody in chat saying, hey, I like both Rive and a Racing Strike. Can it be played? VR is gorgeous where it is and still not going to touch it after 1.17. Yeah, I'm not going to lay a finger on it. Yo, bro, we're going to need like some Time Rod up in here. Yeah, now believe me, guys, we're gonna go back to Rive. Probably want Void Well. Cooked! Okay, yeah, best Tim to answer your question. Best Tim to answer your question. Don't listen to me, man. Go out there and play the game the way you want. I literally just proved myself wrong by saying you probably shouldn't. Go out there and play the game, man. Like, dude, that was a freaking heck of a lot of fun, man. Yeah, I would use Vengeance with this. I would definitely use Vengeance. Because, like, here's the thing. Rive's doing damage. Like, do not get me wrong. Rive is doing damage. I just think Vengeance, we're also able to get a +4. We're able to get a +4 on our helmet. Now, we could drop +4 to Vengeance and just straight up do Rive. Erasing Rive. Well, somebody... Before Voidwell? Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm not even using Voidwell right now. Though I would probably recommend using Voidwell. I love how Void Cleaver Racing Strike died. Great 1.0 memories. Yo, why are you thinking? Why are you saying? Why are you saying you love it? I don't. I really like Void Cleaver Racing Strike. But yeah, you're right. I'm Bleeding Heart for Electrified Javelin lightning damage. T5 is 70%. I take damage over time with health. I think they equal out to the same values, damage over time. I would say elemental damage over time is going to be the one you want. Just annoying to do single target. It was not the greatest single target. Yeah, because you had to kind of build it up. Oh, you're asking, would I take lightning damage or crit multi? Crit multi all day, baby. Critical Strike multiplayer all day and 3 times on Sunday, bro. Yeah, dude, you cannot beat. You slam a 50% critical strike multiplier on there, that's 25% more damage. No, excuse me. I'm wrong. You slam a 50% on there, that's 100% more damage. Excuse me. Again, I'm wrong. Revert back to what I said. 25%. I keep misreading it. Now somebody's gonna clip and be like, yeah, some Sentinel streamer this guy is. He's literally looking at it and he said it wrong. Yeah, it's 25%. It's 25%. Okay, yeah. Best Tim, go out there, live your best dreams. Play the game how you want and make it work for you, bro. That's the so third favorite child. My understanding is more. No way. Only play meta S tier builds. Never think. There you go, Best Tim. Go play some meta. Anyway, let me answer your question. I know we got another question over on YouTube, so let me answer third favorite child's question first. There's something in the game that I'm gonna call damage buckets. And it's kind of like pouring the damage into one bucket that then pours into the next bucket. Or it essentially more damage is multiplicative. And then after you've multiplied the damage, you increase it, right? So if I have 20% more damage, 30% more damage, and 40% more damage, 20 times 30 times 40, however they figure out the order of operations there, you would times all that first and then increase it by whatever your increases are. So whatever 20 times 30 times 40% of whatever is, and then you increase it by 100 or increase it by 200. You're going to want the multiplicative because it pays more dividends, and having multiple different sources of more damage to multiply off each other is what you would like to go for. Now, at the end of the day, Repeats is saying it, you're also going to want some flat damage to go with that. Having one damage and then, multiplying it by all these different percentages, it's not going to be as good as having 10 flat damage, 30 flat damage, 40 flat damage. You get my point. You want a good amount of flat, but then I would prioritize multiplicative and then have like one or two sources of increased. Because I don't know about you, because the increased sources, they're all additive. There you go. Culture's going to explain it to you. Is there a point that crit multi isn't worth as much if your crit chance is too low? I.e. in D3, it was best to have 100% crit damage per 10% crit chance. Yeah, I would say if you got something like below 50% crit chance, that critical strike multiplier is probably not going to be doing a lot for you digital. Flat on Tarani's build is different, especially on Ami. Increase doesn't scale very well after two. Yeah, exactly, Repeats. Base 100 plus 400% increase, 500 damage, then add 50% increase, only 10% effective. Add 50% more, 500 times 1.5, 750 damage is how I understand it from PoE. Yeah, Culture. I believe, you do multiplicative first, and then you add all your increased percentages together, and then they all equal. So like if I have 100% increase here, 200% increase here, 300%, well, you're going to add all that and put it all together and then increase the amount by that. So cool. 400% increased of 40 damage. Like that's a lot of an increase as opposed to 30% more times this more times this more. It's basically PoE math in LE. Do all the increases, more or less, everything like that work the same in PoE? I believe so. The more kicks in first and multiplies against your other more sources, and then whatever your increased sources are, you're going to add all those together and then cumulatively increase the damage after you've multiplied all your more sources. Oh, yeah. This is a lot of fun. I'm going to have to revisit this. Cause that kind of that almost awoken something inside me. Like, oh man, I haven't played anything like this in forever. Yeah, but last season repeats. I did play Erasing Strike last season, but it was mostly Erasing Strike. It was mostly Erasing Strike and less Void Cleave. Okay, Culture. I think we apply increase after multiplicative in last Epoch. Because you applied increase and then you multiplied. I think in last Epoch it's reversed. You do your multiplicative increases and then you do your increase. Are one button builds viable in last Epoch? Yeah, so technically the build I'm playing right now is pretty close to a one button build. Now, you didn't know that? Like, I could be wrong on that. I could be mistaken on that, Culture. My understanding was you do the more multiplicative increases first, and then you do the generic additive increases afterwards. Right, exactly, repeats. Holy, how did I survive that? Homie just got stun locked. Nowhere in life I would use math, but here we are. I use math at work, but it's basic math. As a cook, I need X number of servings. Recipe calls for, you know, basic algebra. I have a few LP items, but I can't add any shards in Forge. Oh. All right, Pin Cop. As a cook, why can't we have Japanese bento boxes for kids? I mean, it'd be cool, but man, that's a lot of prep, bro. You know how many kids at the center? Man, well over 100 kids at the center. And you want me to craft that many bento boxes 3 times a day? Individually. Yeah, I'll pass. Yeah, Pink Cop, you got to go into a dungeon called the Temporal Sanctum. I'll showcase it to you. Oh, I already did a slam earlier. Wound up with these. Okay, so I mean, do I have anything to slam to showcase set? Well, I've been holding off, chap. I've been holding off. If I get a chance to shock on this. Oh, right. I was saving this for when I got one of these. Forget it. This is for Pin Cop. Do it for the Vine. I mean, hold on. Do I have any prophecies? No. Let me see if I can knock out a prophecy real quick. Let me see if I can knock out a prophecy. Hold on. Let's see if we can do a prophecy. Prophecies. No one else look. It's for Pin Cop. I mean, I would like a prophecy. Come on. Rune of Corruption. Make it a boss. Well, it's not going to be a boss, is it? Shattering. Of course, now it's going to be like, oh, you want Rune of Creations? What? No. Oh, I don't know what those are. Rune of Creation? I don't think I've ever heard of it. Hey, Larry, have you heard of a Rune of Creation? Hey, Bike, do I have any guide videos on in-game systems? I do have a legendary potential guide from beta. I do have a monolith guide. The thing is, they're all kind of outdated now. There we go. They're all kind of outdated now because of... Yeah, right now, Aaron Action RPG is probably going to be your best source for in-game systems and stuff like that. Now, if you want the bike method, I could try and work on it. No. What's the prophecy? Oh, just no corruption? Okay, cool. But me personally, all my guides, they're probably a little outdated right now. Runes of Creation. Come on, pal. Where you at? Come on. Because like my legendary potential guide was like either from beta or yeah, it was like either from beta or the first season. Hey, Bike, what? Yo, it's going all right. Yo, Tilron, I tried taking my my monitor back to Costco and they said no. They said monitors fall under their 90-day policy, so it's all good. I went there and I saw they had like the exact, not the exact version of my monitor, but like its brother. Like basically almost its twin brother. Make a copy. There we go. It had, they had like almost the exact version there for like $200. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll work towards it. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Okay, cool. This one goes out to Pin Cop. Well, even if it's a minimum of 1 year per California law, I'm still out of luck. It was almost 2 years old. Oh, frick. I gotta remember, I can't tank that yet. I can't tank that yet on this character, man. Dude, we just shot up so fast on this character. I'm just lacking basic stuff. Basic stuff. Nice culture. Showed you her bonk. Oh, okay. Welcome back to another episode of Corruptions with Bike. We have this. No, did I say Corruptions? Oh my god. Looks saucy. Is it a Time Rot build repeat? Can't believe I said Corruptions. Welcome back to another episode of Slams with Bike. We have this 2LP Black Blade of Chaos. We're going to be slamming it with this Flamberge. We're going to be locking in the melee void damage. After that, please just give me something for the build. Please, I beg of you. Game. Okay, I sound pathetic. Okay, here we go. He's been slammed some butt. You know what to do? Welcome back to another episode of Corruptions with Bike. We have this 2LP. No, let's try it. Let's try this again. Welcome back to another episode of Corruptions with Bike. I just slammed this Black Blade of Chaos and I really wanted that critical strike chance. So what we're going to do is we're going to corrupt this now and see if this Black Blade of Chaos can be salvaged. Let's go. Okay, maximum. It's been maximized. Yo, that might be Pog, chat. That might be Pog. This has been Corruptions of Mike. Just looked it up. There isn't a rule or law in California about the minimum return time for electronics. My information is probably from the 1990s. Pretty solid. Yeah, yo, I might even use this now. I've been really enjoying Apathies. A max BBC. So, I mean, here's the thing, though. We now have 5 all attributes. We now have 17 dexterity. If I go do the campaign, I can get another 2. I mean, it could be lit. It could be nice. Let's try something. The only reason why I don't slam it, 2 segments. Also, I don't always want to slam everything. And I try to keep the need chest corruption with plus 14 all stats. Yeah, I agree. Plus, I try to keep the clips under a minute. There's something like POB for this game. There's a website called Last Epoch Tools. That's what I use. There's also, if you're familiar with the website Maxroll, they have a planner over there as well. I prefer Last Epoch Tools. Just saying. I really like Last Epoch Tools a lot. I think a lot of us got our start with Last Epoch Tools. Okay, that didn't seem too bad. Now let's try Apathies. We'll look into that, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it right there. Yeah, MSI. What makes it the brother is the naming scheme. Right? It's the naming scheme because, you know, all monitors, it has all these letters and all that stuff. What makes it the brother is mine is like the monitor and then all the letters and numbers. And then at the end of those letters and numbers, there's a space PF. It's space with a PF. And it hits 180 hertz refresh rate as opposed to that one, which hits 170. Hertz. Other than that, it's like the exact same monitor. And I don't even use 180 hertz. I set mine down to 120. Yeah, they're both pretty similar. Yeah, it looks like Apathy's is chunking the dummy a little bit faster though. And I mean, this is also only a 1 LP Apathy's, but the corruption did give us critical strike multiplier. It's just the main thing I know is weapon specialists. If you're using an axe, you gain +1 void damage per vitality. Whereas if you're using a sword, you gain +1 physical damage per dexterity. And also with a bike, is there any way to link an item or something for you to see? Yeah, so culture, I allow subscribers to the channel to link in chat, but I also have a Discord. We have a room in there called Last Epoch Help. So if there's like a build or something like that you want me to take a look at, you can post it in there and I'll get back to you when I can. Or somebody else might take a look at it. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, so it was hard to tell. It was hard to tell. One thing about Black Blade of Chaos that I think might get overlooked is the fact that it has 170%, well, up to 170% melee critical strike multiplier. And then you get all that void pin per dexterity. I mean, if you're dexterity stacking with this thing, baby. Yeah, let me try, because I will also say, guys, I like Black Blade of Chaos because on the thumbnail, that looks freaking sick. I'm just saying, when you're looking for builds on Last Epoch and you run across this, you know, this skin and that katana, baby, man, it sells, bro. I'm just saying. It shreds. more you play the game, the less you want to play PoE. Hey man, I'm glad you're enjoying Last Epoch. Ellie is Pog. Yeah, this is really cool. Blackblade is cool, man. I'll have to like switch between the both of them and see if one strikes my fancy a little bit more. Like I used to, like my Rive builds used to be with Blackblade of Chaos. Yeah, it used to be with, yeah, the loot filter built into the game, yeah. Or the loot filters I provide, yeah. Just found this while leveling. I assume this would be good for both Rive and Warpath. Physical damage, yeah. That would be perfect. Increased damage over time. So damage over time is going to increase your ailments, your bleed, your ignite, your stuff like that. But right now, that axe is going to be good to go. Yeah, you got the sealed melee void damage. Bro, you got a lot of flat. That's going to do you really good, Culture. Like, that is an amazing find right there. That is, that's better than what I had when I was. And no, it's not better than what I had at level 76, but it's a contender. Yeah, a contender, Rocky. Yeah. Could have been a contender. Yeah, exactly. That's what it's there for. There to be like, hey, buddy, want somebody else to do the thinking for you? Because I already did. Just click right here. Click right here. So I gotta ask, Culture, did you seal that void damage yourself, or did it already come sealed? To be frank, well, yeah, but like Culture, if I'm not mistaken, this is like what, your first time playing? Like, this is your first build, right? It came sealed. Buddy, that is a lot of win if I haven't seen it. I just find that people get hooked on other people's filters and then never learn how to do it. I mean, true, but yeah, I was using other people's filters, and I'm like, this sucks. I want to customize it to how I think, and then that's how I did it. Boom, there you go. I mean, if you get hooked to somebody else's filters and you don't mind, but that was me. I gotta be honest, that was me. Holy frick, I need to do a turtle soon. But repeats does speak some wisdom. Especially if you want to customize it to your liking. Because I think I know the people that repeats is talking about. The build creator missed something, or you know, the loot filter creator missed something, or something like that, and then you're stuck there going, well, I don't know what to do. How do I fix it? And they're like, listen, I don't got time. Just here, do this real quick to it. Well, can't you do it and re-upload it? No. Well, what do I do? I mean, yeah, I think I have encountered a couple of those people who are like, your loot filter sucks. It's missing this one rule. It's missing that one rule. And I'm like, we'll just add it. I don't know how. I'm like, well, dude, I'm kind of busy. I get the appeal? Yeah, sure. All right. Yo, thank you for the likes over on YouTube. You guys rock. Okay, what do we need now? Probably 2 LP Phantom Grip. Okay, hold up. Do I have any Anchors of Oblivion? I have a 2 LP. I'll take a 1 LP. See, do I even have Critical Strike Multiplier as a relic? Yo, Culture coming in with a tier 1 sub. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Culture. I appreciate it. I do. Now, here's the question. Leave that alone exactly where it's at. Now this is the question. Do I slam the 2 LP? And if I do, what do I want on here? Because right now I got double health. Double health that's going to go bye-bye. Let's see. Come something good. Not good. Something good. I'm not taking the chance. I'm not taking the chance. So as I understand it, the corrupt mechanic is the same as in PoE. Now I can't craft the web. Right, you can't craft on it. Curious to know, what are your goals with content creation? Just sharing your love of the game, or are there bigger plans? Love of the game, make a couple extra bucks on the side, but I didn't get into it for, you know, making a couple extra bucks. I got into it for, you know, I really liked the game, and then that other stuff came about. Yeah, mostly just love of the game. You know, many of you know already, but my wife's pregnant with our first child, so I don't know what content creation is going to look like after he's born. We're having a boy, so I'm going to enjoy it for now, but there might come a point where it goes bye-bye. It'd be unfortunate. Like I've already discussed with my wife, but we are both of the same page that since it makes some money, I mean, it's not like pay your rent money, but pay a bill. You know, pay a bill money. It's something that we'd like to continue to invest in. I have no delusions of I'm going to become a full-time content creator. I'm going to be streaming Last Epoch till the ends of the earth. Hopefully EHG can pull everything together, but here's the thing. If you're going to be a full-time content creator for Last Epoch in particular, try and have something else there. There's like almost no full-time content creators for Last Epoch. Hope that for you one day. I highly doubt I would ever leave my job with the military. I've been there. This is my 14th year. I don't think I'm going to walk away from that. Okay. It'd be cool. Like, you know, some of you guys also know that I do Uber. Right? I do Uber on the side, and my wife would much rather prefer I do content creation instead of worrying about me driving on the roads at night or on the weekends. Here we go. Minion health. Yeah, let's see how bad this is. How much health do I lose? Oh. Oh, that hurts. That hurts quite a bit. Having a kid isn't as time demanding as you think. Yeah, but what if they have colic repeats? Colic constantly like, hey buddy, you know, you're constantly bouncing them up and down like, hey, come on, bud. Come on, bud, I just need you to get some sleep, all right? Because I need to get some sleep too. All right, what if they have special needs? What if they have? I've worked at a child development for 14 years, man. I've seen the gambit of needs. You are correct. Most neurotypical children are going to just sleep a lot, and I'm going to be chilling. Me personally, I was a pretty hyper kid, so by the time I was 2 years old, I was terrorizing the house. Right, exactly. I'll be coming back at you, buddy. Yeah, I'm already aware. I'm already aware. Mine was the same way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure dude, like, I'm telling you guys, like, I can already tell this kid the first few months are crazy. Just wait until you wake up one night freaking out because the kid finally slept through the night. Exactly, Digital. It's yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'll just leave it at that. I also just don't want it to all be on my wife too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be all like, "Hi, honey, I'm home from work. I'm gonna go stream now. Bye." She's like, "Can I take a shower at least? Can I get something from you?" Your son turns 6 next month. Yeah. Well, I'm also kind of speaking from experience. So when I was younger, my nephew moved in with my brother, and I were sharing an apartment at the time. And his son, my nephew, his living situation with his mom wasn't working out great. So he moved in with us when he was 5. So from that young of an age, like, he was a bit of a hyper kid too. That guy was running around doing all sorts of stuff. I wasn't gaming much for a while until we could get him all situated. Uncle Tilron, yeah, I appreciate it, Tilron. That was military paternity leave. So I don't know what military paternity leave is, but for I work for the military, so I'm a civilian employee. So as a civilian employee, I get 3 months. Three months paid paternity leave. And even if they didn't give me 3 months, I got so much leave built up, I could just... That's nice. Hey, yeah. Uncle Tilron, man. Yeah, that kid's gonna be our D&D group mascot, Tilron. We'll have them all set up at the table. We'll even we'd have to be careful about handing him a die. He might try and pop that into his mouth. So we gotta wait until he's older for that, but... Can't hand him a D20 and be like, roll it, buddy. He might be like, what's this? Holy no! Yeah, no dice. No dice. Quite literally, no dice. They make child safe. Yeah, we'd have to get one of those. What's good, Big Warm? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, we'd have to get like some child safe dice. Oh, and they're chewable for teething? Oh, thank God. I know my mom told me when I was a kid, teething for me was really bad. Like extremely bad. My mom told me I had to have like a special medication. Like, cause apparently it was bad. I mean, I know, like your teeth are growing in, right? So you it's pushing through the gums. It's gonna hurt, but for me, yeah, I had to have this sort of medication apparently. Yeah. Yo, what's good, OJ? How's the grind going? I mean, we're here. I should probably be doing some prophecies, try and get some items. I'm just pushing corruption right now. Any amazing drips? Drops. Well, we got this. Speaking of which, guys, for you here today, this is gonna screw me. Welcome back to another episode of Corruptions with Bike. We have this army of skin that's actually pretty nice, and I'm about to corrupt it, aren't I? I kind of don't want to corrupt this now, but okay, thank God. I was like, just do it. Just do it and hope for the best. We got physical and void res. This has been Corruptions with Bike.
Emotional, damn it!
Hey, bro, it's not a brick. I'll take it. You love SSF? Yeah, it's gonna be great. Not bad. Hey, bro, it's not bricked. Welcome back to Making a Big Mistake. Health regen. Where'd they take the 2 points from? Was it right here? Yeah, let's put it there. Wish they would freaking have some way to tell you what lost the points. Pisses me off so bad. Right. New segment, yeah.
Your echo will break.
Oh, shoot. Mike, since you play the game for such a long time, what would you consider some of the downsides of LE? Because so far, everything looks perfect. I mean, they've done a lot to improve. Like, that is for sure. They have definitely done a lot to improve. Some of the downsides of LE. Bugs have definitely been a big downside for LE. Development time has been super slow. Very inconsistent updates. Very inconsistent updates, I think, has been one of the biggest detriments to last Epoch. First season, it's getting ready to come out. They say, yeah, guys, we're going to be doing these, at the time they were called cycles. We're going to be doing these cycles every 3 to 4 months. You'll be getting new content. Game comes out. There were some issues. There was some server issues. So much so they dropped their old server provider and got a new server provider because their launch got marred by it a lot. Like, if you look up last Epoch servers, bro, yeah. So you got you have that. Their first season takes 5 months to come out. Their second season takes 5 months to come out. Well, back when they were doing cycles, they would say cycle in the patch name. That would be the name of the cycle. So first cycle was cycle 1. Cool. You'd think the next one would be cycle 2. No, it was cycle 1.1. That confused everybody to high hell. Holy shit, man. 5 months? That's a long season. Oh, OJ. OJ. He doesn't know, chat. He doesn't know. No, last season was 7 months, repeats. Then the next season, cycle 1.1. That was 9 months. Emotionally, it was 9. Yeah, that's right. Cycle 1.1 was 9 months. And not a lot of people came back for it because they thought cycle 1.1 was like a mid-season update. They didn't realize it was a whole new season. So it's during that time that EHG was like, we got to work on our game, guys. Like, nobody even knows that this is a new cycle. So they took 9 months to improve the game. And then when the game came back with a new update, instead of cycles, they just started calling them seasons. So the next update was called Season 2. And that was kind of an age of triumph, if you will. A lot of good quality brought to the game. A lot of great quality. And then their next season was released 4 months later. But during that time, they were bought out by Krafton. So Season 3, many people were speculating would be the last good season because it was made by EHG before the buyout. So Season 3 comes out. There's some issues. They're going through a lot of restructuring and stuff like that. And so that season lasted 7 months. And then here we are with Season 4. It's not Krafton, it's Krapton. Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, so hopefully now that the buyout has happened and they've had some restructuring, hopefully, fingers crossed, they can bring it all back together. Just got your first Aberoth kill. Wahoo. Yo, let's go, Lane. Honest mistake. Oh, yeah, honest mistake on my part. Calling him Krafton instead of Krapton. All right, be right back, chat. Season 4 has been received positively, so I think public perception towards the game is slowly improving. I'll give it a good year or so till you'll give it a year before you give it a shot. Okay, OJ. Oh yeah, they need more advertising. Popularity and player numbers have almost halved every season launch. Yeah, true. And I mean, they brought it back around with season 2 because it was season 1 or cycle 1, 260,000 concurrent player numbers. There's a huge difference between concurrent and max players. Cycle 1.1, we had a concurrent of 71,000 concurrent. I don't know what the max amount of players during that was. It was a really long cycle, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was quite a few. Season 2 had a concurrent of 151,000. Now, I've heard from somebody who was in the know that roughly for season 2, roughly like 1.5 million, 2 million players ended up playing season 2. Well, these are concurrent players, OJ. That doesn't measure total players. Season 2, 151,000 concurrent players. And then word of mouth got out there that it was great. Ended up having quite a bit more players, but those numbers weren't revealed. They were revealed by... is that like constant players? Concurrent players is how many people are playing at the same exact time. It doesn't measure how many total people played the game during that season. Because for season 2, quite a few played, but not all at exactly the same time. Played Lost Ark at the time, and all my guildmates played LE during cycle 1. Everyone was playing it like crazy. It was the first time I played an ARPG too. Yeah. So, as for how many total people have played this season, I don't know. What was the best season? So, what's the best season in my opinion? Player-wise. Well, when the game... Because here's the thing. I'm not exactly like, are we talking concurrent players launch of the game? That's the only one we can measure. We can't measure total players. I've heard that season 2, well over 1 million players came back and played. I heard it, doesn't mean it's true. I heard it from, a reliable source that over 1 million, possibly even 2 million. No, I can't say which season had the most players because I can only measure concurrent players. I can't measure total players over the lifetime of that season. Yeah, because at that point I'm speculating and I'm using information I heard. But I have no concrete evidence, OJ. You have to assume newer seasons, more people come and play. I mean, it would be something that we have to ask EHG about. In terms of best seasons ever, like in terms of content and everything, I mean, honestly, I would argue season 4 is the best season this game's ever had. Sure. But here's the thing. They advertised a ton for season 2. That's why a ton of people came back. That's why a ton of people came back for season 2, because they advertised it. This season, not as much. Honestly, I'm not super worried about the play. This for sure looks like a better Diablo. I think they're trying to work on that. Like, did you guys see Zizarin? I mean, yesterday he posted that EHG had paid him to play the game for a couple hours. So he did. I don't know if he was busy at season launch, but like that video kind of felt late to me. So I wonder if they approached him and like, hey, why aren't you playing the game? Hey, would you be interested in playing the game? And talking about it with your audience, we'll give you some money. Like it definitely kind of had that feeling of like, oh yeah, maybe we should advertise. Yeah, I don't know. This season was not well advertised. But here's the thing, season 3 was not well advertised either. But season 3 benefited. Well, I don't know if they benefited, but season 3. Last Epoch was in the news a lot about the crafting deal, right? They were in the news a lot about the crafting deal, so that's how people knew about season 3, because like EHG wasn't advertising for it. It's just people heard it was coming out because they were all looking it up anyway because of the crafting deal. All right, culture, let me catch up with what you're saying. Am I stupid? But when I allocate a node on the skill tree and it has white text on the description, how do I mouse over it? Oh, I see what you're saying. You're trying to read what Void Essence does. For example, on the Devouring Orb tree, there's a node for Void Essence % chance, but I have no idea since I can't mouse over what Void Essence is. Well, Void Essence is consumed to proc Void Well, but Void Essence does something. Hold Z? No, Z doesn't work. What about Control? What about Alt? Control Alt. Control Alt Delete. Okay. Shift? No. In the skill tree, Alt doesn't work. It doesn't explain what Void Essence is. Now, here, press G, type in Void Essence. No, it doesn't say that right there. Okay. So I know how to read it, but that's because I know. You can read what Void Essence does right here. So for the most part, the community at large knows Void Essence as the thing that gets consumed by Void Well. But here's what Void Essence does if you're not consuming it. Void Essence, last 8 seconds, grants 3% more void damage and 3% more melee damage. Stacks up to 3 times. 6% more damage per stack times 3. It is 18% more damage if you are playing a void melee build. That is actually quite good. That's basically a Shattered Chains for free if you're playing a void melee build. No, it's just not very clear. It's like, hey, there's this thing called Void Essence. Oh, well, how do I read about it? Well, you got to know where it's at. Yeah, Void Essence, for the most part, most people are like, oh yeah, I used Void Essence for Void Well, but it on its own, Void Essence is quite good. Void Essence is quite good. If you're playing a Void... If you're playing a Void melee build as a Void Knight, man, I would encourage you, even if you're not going to be using Void Well, get yourself a source of Void Essence. Like, this is quite awesome. I have 3 that I keep up all the time because I use Devouring Orb. And It is free. It is free damage, essentially. It is free damage. Highly recommended. Hey, yo, what's good, Motor? Normally I'd be asleep, but it's 5 a.m. and here I am. Why would anybody use this altar? You get less space than the OG altar. Last time I played this much was D2R when it got released. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Want to try your Time Rot Hammers build? Yeah, it's going to be good. It's hard to get the items. No, not really. But if you want to min-max it, it gets incredibly hard. He's feeling the vision. He believes, Chad. All right, well, let's see. Can we salvage this Nihilist that the Nemesis didn't really smile too favorably upon us for? Minimum effect on a Nihilus. Oh. All right, guys, let's go shopping. I observed your future and Nihilus wasn't in it. Thanks. That means a lot. Repeats, thank you. There we go. We finally got some more health. Wait, I just looked at the bleed hammer, so it's hammered in paladin from D2, right? It's pretty similar, yeah. Pretty similar. Top left, yeah, spiral. We need relics, we need rings, we need a lot of stuff. I want to play that now. I mean, I season started as Bleed Hammer's brother. I pushed it past 1,000 corruption. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. I mean, technically my rings are already kind of secured. You already have the second build plan. Let's go. Okay, what do I need armor-wise? Probably new helmets. Yeah, let's work on some new helmets. Boots are secured. Yeah, this is mostly what we need right here. Titanheart. Excuse me, chat. Yeah, Titanheart would probably be good for this. Well, I mean, I already have a Titanheart, but getting a 2 LP Titanheart would probably not be too bad. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna add a rule. Levels to Vengeance. I want to play that build I was showing Tim earlier, man. I mean, not right now, but I wanna play that build. So let's make it like this dark green color. Oh, let's make it that. No, let's make it blue. Okay, guys, let's get some push going. So I noticed for some nodes on the skill tree, holding alt works, and for some, but not for some, right? Misty had just posted Wildfire Ember's Vengeance that it was destroying. Hey, man, let's go. Let's go. I played a version of that. I played Judgment, but it still used Vengeance. That was my version of Judgment. In fact, we got to circle back around and play Judgment as our next build. And then we got to play Time Raw Hammers, and then we got to, you know. I got so many builds I want to play. And then we got Diablo 4 at the end of the month. It's going to be good. Sure. Take it. Where's the shield throw? Oh, shield throw build. Don't leave out our favorite class Forge Guard hanging. I'll work on it. don't know if you've ever seen me play Forge Guard past the one leveling build. I used to do, so I had a build that I called the Master Yi build, and it was basically a really large Void Cleave build. We would build up Void Cleave to just do as much damage as possible. And when I played it on Forge Guard back at Cycle 1.1, it was actually not half bad. But unfortunately, going into, when I played it in Season 2, I felt like the loss of Volatile Reversal and just buffs for the other classes just kind of, fortunately, it didn't feel quite the same. Oh, Erasing Strike, there we go. It's all coming together, chat. Actually need these. Looks good. Did you level as VK with Rive or something else? I leveled as VK Rive. Yeah. Vervature. Yeah, that's what I leveled as. Leveling guy went live this morning on YouTube. I could pull it up for you. In fact, I should make it a command since I'm playing the build. I should edit my commands. Alright, yeah. There you go. And for a guide, Yeah, let's... Oh, that was the leveling guide. Okay, let's try this. Same link. What about this? Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. You're going nowhere. Oh, we got vitality. That's what we want. And healing hands, I'll leave it there. Health and endurance. I sealed the T4, holy. Leonines. 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 Oh, I still got a chance. Leonines. Last chance, please. Become a Leonines. Become vitality. I think I'm just gonna leave that one alone. Okay. Remove that poison resist. 50-50 shot, chat. Remove the poison resist. I should have known, right? I should have known. 50% of the time we lose every time. Yeah, that sounds about right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Come on. Looks like you have the same luck I do with corruptions. Yeah. Yeah. That was a rough one. I guess it wasn't that bad. But just no reward chest? Gee, thanks for nothing. Let's do it. We're increasing corruption, chat. Good night, Bite. Catch you later, Blue Beyond. You have a good one, man. LP, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Body armor, cool. Turtle power. I gotta throw down a turtle, man. Is it turtle time yet? Hey, yo, what's good, Cookbook? How you doing, man? The legend that is Cookbook. Getting annoyed seeing how many T7s. Oh, yeah, they're all on a hammer. Yeah. I feel you. Wow, look at that T7. Oh, it's a hammer. Forget you. Yeah, that's amazing, but then at the same time, it's a hammer. We'll use it for some, yeah. Slam that onto an event horizon. Sure, why not? It's 3 LP, right? Hammers and scepters, I swear. They're like the wicked step. Well, no. They're the stepchildren of the real weapons. Step brothers and sisters, I should say. Oh, what? What the hell? Homie was dead. Piece of sh. I also had no cold resistance, so. Oh yeah, spears. Mortitis. Oh god. I just don't want to do it right now. Hey, so what build are you playing, Cookbook? Is it your build? Welcome back to Having Fun with Bite. Let's push it. What else would I be playing? I don't know. Have you played anything else before, Cookbook? I'm assuming you have. I'm assuming you don't just play one build. You're known for one build, but I'm assuming that's not the only build you play. How many repeats gets it? Bold assumption? So are you telling me you only play one build? Man, dude, and people said I was bad for only playing one class. Scorpion Tsunami? Hey, if it's a Poison Nova, if a Poison Nova's attached to it, you might get Cookbook to, take a look. Is it Scorpion Poison Nova Tsunami? He's like, done it. Too much stack management. Wait, coming from you, Cookbook? Oh yeah, it's okay. Well, can I see a video of it? No. Well, what's the max stacks on it? Does it have a cap? Are you just constantly trying to manage the buffs? It has no cap. So you're constantly trying to stack the buffs. I'm not even gonna pick it up. You need mana and it's just annoying. Oh, frick. Now go test the Necrog version via Yulia's path. Good night, bye. Catch you later, Lane. What, it's like fire earthquake? It's cosplay Yulia. Why do I feel like Repeats is trolling right now and Cookbook's trying to... Why do I feel like Repeats is trolling and Cookbook's like, logically, none of this makes sense. Oh, so you are being serious. Wait, there's a damned axe? Wait, is that the one that drops from the Frost Lich? Soulfire unique items. Wait, there's a unique Soulfire axe? Does it drop from the boss? Or is it purchased? Pyre of Affliction. Okay, yeah, I know which one you're talking. I think I've always thought of that as an ignite axe, but you're right. It does have damned on it. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. If you're over here on Twitch, I'm going to send you guys over towards Aaron Action RPG, who looks like his subathon got extended. Yeah, I appreciate all the support, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, presumably. My wife and I got to work on our baby registry, so there's that. So if I'm not live tomorrow, that's where I am, but I don't think we're gonna miss that. So if you're over here on Twitch, say hi to Aaron during his hype train. He's got a hype train going. Anyway, you guys take care. Peace out. YouTube, thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate all the support, and hopefully you guys have yourselves a good one. Hopefully I see you guys again tomorrow. Peace out.